like 75 miles ahead of us. Watch for that.
We're in the Allegheny National Forest. Oh crap, that was a big one. Good way to wake us up and start the day. What a really nice little campsite that one was.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Other than the one wilderness campsite where we had no water during the storm, that one storm, we've had nice water, creeks and streams at all our sites. It's been pretty nice.
So today we got our fresh water from a freshwater source. We got it, some spring water filtered by this Catadine water filtering system that we always have with us. So I'm going to have my hot chocolate. That's good. From some of this filtered water. Yeah. Looks like a dry day ahead. Hopefully these clouds will lift. We'll get a little bit of sunshine.
That'd be nice. Since we haven't had any cell service for a while now, we don't know what the weather is saying or anything. Right. So we definitely were off the grid last night. Way off the grid.
There's some sun peeking through. When's our next fuel opportunity? Marienville?
I believe so. I don't think we have anything before that. We're at what? 26, 27 miles.
Yeah. More holes. Sorry.
Got that one too. Oh, standing up on these babies.
So the night before, we stayed in a cabin at was that the Crooked Creek Campground, or which one was that?
I'm trying to remember.
No, that was Hemlock.
That was Hemlock.
What's it called? Hemlock Campground.
Hemlock Campground.
Hemlock Campground. And then before that was Crooked Creek.
That was Crooked Creek.
Where we just got a tent site. Okay.
Yeah, Crooked Creek had the pumpkin patch. That was really cute. Oops, I avoided all that. Yay me.
Hemlock was interesting because the cabin actually slept, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 people if you use the sleeper sofa.
Which was a mistake on our part.
And the sleeper sofa was the biggest thing we had to sleep on together. So that's what we used, and it had a steel bar going through our back, so it's not a wise choice. We probably would have slept better
on that futon.
Or even the bunk beds.
Yeah. I actually thought about that halfway through the night. I'm thinking,
My tossing and turning probably wouldn't have bothered you as much then.
No. Yeah, that metal bar just hit every wrong place it could. But the campground hosts were really nice. They were willing to help us any way we could because we were so saturated, beyond saturated.
Yeah, he even brought us a boot dryer, which helped dry your boots out.
Yeah, it made a big difference.
Yeah, we would still be a soggy mess right now if we hadn't stayed there.
Definitely, yeah, there would have been no way to have dried out this last day without it. They had a nice propane wall unit that really, we cranked on high and left the cabin door open so we could get things dried out. Actually just got cell service back there. Huh. A message just came through. Apparently 3 million messages just came through. It's kind of nice for a change not having that. You don't realize how much you pay attention to it constantly. Even for good things. Although, I will say, the 2 times we were up on the hilltops getting caught in the storms, I was very glad we had 4G to watch the storm systems. Kind of figure out exactly what we could do or not do, or hunker down, or whatever we were doing.
Yeah, that was good timing to have a strong signal that we could watch the storms.
Both of those storms.
I think it's going to warm up today.
Oh, I hope so.
This is a right turn here.
I'm still a little damp at certain levels, even with all the drying out.
Ooh, truck. For those who are not familiar with this part of the country, there's a lot of gas well drilling that goes on here because we're in the middle of the Marcellus Shale gas play. And while the drilling is kind of not happening right now. The maintenance continues on.
I think we saw 2 wells being drilled, didn't we? Clear across.
I saw at least one with a rig up.
Yeah, I thought I saw 2. At one point I saw something else. So we had a nice breakfast this morning. We'd run out of oatmeal yesterday morning. Oatmeal packets, which we've been eating every morning for breakfast. We've had hot chocolate, chai tea, and oatmeal. But yesterday when we stopped at Chico's Cafe and Bakery in Smethport, we cleaned up on a whole lot of baked goods, including some amazing cinnamon rolls.
There's a campsite.
Yeah, that would have been a nice one too, but I really like the creek.
Oh, the creek was great.
Yeah, I always like creek sites. Actually, even the mosquitoes weren't bad at all. I was pretty impressed with that. Sometimes I'm like, oh no, it's going to be mosquitoes, but they weren't. We didn't have any problems with them in there.
Still a little damp back in here after the rain earlier this week.
Yeah, these hemlocks really hold the moisture in. I'm already trying to plan our next little foray up here so we can explore a few more of these roads.
There's a wet spot.
Yeah, a little.
Oh, that
crap.
got me.
I'm not going in that one.
That was deeper than I thought
I
it was.
lost your bike in it. That's a great shot. You're gonna love that video.
I haven't even got my seat wet.
The whole half of your bike just disappeared, man.
I guess I'll slow down for these ones.
I think I'm gonna slow down, stay behind you, so I see where you lose it, and I go around.
There we go. Oh, big one, big one.
Oh, ahead?
Yeah, let's see. Well, it's
oh, geez almighty.
Skirt the edge.
Oh,
How
crap.
deep can it be?
Pretty deep.
I think I'm gonna go for the short section.
Okay, I'll let you go, and then I'll
Or
decide.
you know what? Screw that. I'll be a wimp.
I don't think I can get it over there without dropping it.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Yeah, I'm like, I know me. That just looks like disaster looming. I'm just saying.
All right, go for it.
No, I'm not.
What? You're not what?
I'm not going up there. I'll drop the bike.
Yeah, well, do what you got to do. I'm watching.
No, I'm going to let you do it.
No.
You
What?
think I should go through there?
Yeah, you've been through water before.
Oh, I have.
Do you want me to measure it? I'll check it. I'll measure it. There's a stick there.
Okay.
Oh, it's
okay.
very shallow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I can do it. Okay.
Yeah, I wimped out for nothing.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
Ha ha ha. We'll see.
Okay, go for it.
Up and over like a pro.
All right.
Womp, womp, womp. After that last hole, though, it was hard to say what you're going to get into there.
Yeah.
I had visions of the bike totally disappearing in that like yours did. So you said we're headed to Owl's Nest is what it's called next, that area?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit bumpy there.
I got that one pretty bad. Ugh. Got me. Yeah, foot soaked again. We were sort of dried out. Made up for it again. Couldn't have a dry day.
Wow, my butt is soaked.
It should be. You have no idea. You're going to love to see this video. I'm so glad I ran it. This is such sweet riding. Oh my goodness.
In case anyone's wondering, if you hear the ticking going on, coming from Tambra's mic, it's probably a valve tick that has gotten progressively louder throughout the trip. Hopefully it's just a valve adjustment that needs to be done. It has a little more smoking when it's cold than it should, which would be another indication maybe there's a valve out of adjustment. Hopefully nothing more. Seems to still have plenty of power.
Seems to. Yeah, somebody set up camp there.
Must have gone to town for groceries.
Yeah, I guess so. They're in for the week.
More blue sky.
I know, I'm loving it. Maybe my left foot will now dry out after that last puddle I got. I may be addicted to moto camping. Are those turkeys in the road or brush?
It's an animal.
They're turkeys.
Oh, a turkey.
Yeah,
okay.
there are 2 turkeys.
Yeah.
There they go.
They're gone.
There they are. A whole flock of them down there. There's like 8 of them.
Oh, there's one. Don't hit that one.
I went to the outer side of the other one beside it. It's the only problem when I'm too close to you. I have to make a decision really fast as to what wasn't working for you. A little further away I could judge it.
There's some coming up. A whole lot coming up.
Oh, there's a big one coming up. If you can get through the mud over to there on the right.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I see what you're doing. That's what I would do.
You might have to walk it. Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Nah, that's a piece of cake. I thought it was slicker
well, we'll see.
I thought it was more oozy mud.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. We'll see. Ah, the little beast. Little beast. We'll go to this side of this one. That's a nice crossroad there. That looks like part of the...
that was part of the trail system.
Yeah, I was just saying, that looks like something we've been on before.
I think we're maybe around Owl's Nest.
Well, okay, Owl's Den, Pig's Ear was right up here, I remember.
Yeah, this is Owl's Nest Road, right here.
Oh, okay, well, cool.
Kind of a right turn here.
Okay. Looks like a fun road down there.
I know.
Like I said, we just need to come back over and explore.
They had me at narrow, rough road.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, going, can we go there?
downtown Marienville. We stopped in Marienville for lunch and our last fuel up of the trip. We calculated our fuel costs to be under $20 for each of us over 6 days of riding, 535 miles. So we're on Greeley Farm Road, just a couple miles out of Marienville, where we had a great lunch at Kelly's restaurant, right? Was that Kelly's?
Kelly's, yeah, Kelly's hotel, restaurant, bar.
Oh yeah, Kelly's Hotel. Kind of on our final stretch home. Next stop, Tionesta.
Next stop's Tionesta, okay.
Probably. If we stop.
Keep seeing a lot of turkeys. Hope we get another batch out now that we turn the GoPros back on.
Yeah, we've already seen 2 flocks of turkeys since we left Marienville.
Yeah.
Didn't have the camera on.
Dead Horse Hollow. There's an interesting name for a road.
Some cool rocks along the trail, about 12 miles out of Marienville. It's a little deceiving. You get up to the rocks and they're right on the edge of a little hillside, but they look very inviting to climb.
Outside of Tionesta, it's 77 degrees. We did a quick stop at these rocks. This road's been a lot of fun. I like this section. Actually, I haven't had a really bad section yet, come to think of it. We've just had a nice ride. Hard to quit. There's the North Country Trail. There's where we crossed over. Yep. I wondered, because there was one early road. This would have been it.
Hey, there's a rider. How you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
Not bad. We started on the Delaware River.
No way.
Mile 0.
Wow.
This is our final day.
Cool. I just got this and
I
have a camp up here.
Oh.
So I bought it just to play around up here and go all over the place.
We ran into this guy heading the other direction who had just bought a new KTM and was out on one of his first rides on it. He was up from Cannonsburg and had never heard of the Cross PA Adventure Trail. This was the only other rider we encountered in our 6 days on the back roads. So we're riding this beautiful little section of what I believe is Jug Handle Road, going along Tionesta Creek with the sun shining, warming up. It's going to be almost 80 degrees today, and we're going to just want to keep on riding with weather like this, but this is our last day.
I kayaked this once, or I guess we canoed it as a family.
I always wanted to, and I never did.
Yeah, we did. We did actually after the big tornadoes came through in '85. Canoed it that summer to see all the damage done along everything.
The Cross Pennsylvania Adventure Trail is the first pre-planned trail of any distance that we've ever done. Our first multi-day trip, right?
Yes, definitely.
And it's only given us a taste for more. Now we want to do the other versions, maybe the southern route of the Cross Pennsylvania Adventure Trail, maybe some of the loops, and maybe some backcountry destination routes.
I am
And
sure
if-
game.
and
I'm
if-
ready to go.
And if I didn't have a full-time job, maybe the TAT,
Big goals.
we're definitely hooked.
Yeah, I think I like this as much of any kind of camping I've ever done. Very, very happy with what all we get to see and explore. And we can stop anywhere and go explore anything and still just carry the basics of everything we need with us. So it doesn't really matter how far out we are from anywhere. We never did even need our extra fuel.
Yeah, we have Rotopacks with a gallon of extra fuel on each bike, and we didn't need them. Although I'm sure we can find some adventure trails where we will need them.
Exactly. That'll come up at some point.
TW200s only have 1.7 gallon tanks on them. Of course, it helps that they get 80 miles to the gallon, and we've confirmed that. The worst mileage we got was 76 miles to the gallon.
There was probably a lot of climbing in those sections too.
Yeah, and I think that the best we did was about 81. So we did some calculations last night, and our fuel costs were what, less than $30?
I think it was less than $20 per person.
Per person, okay.
Yeah.
So definitely less than 50 bucks for both of us for the whole trip, which is at least, well, we're over 500 miles now.
Yeah. Pretty efficient way to travel. You can really keep your costs down and just enjoy, you know, especially the backcountry camping. You'll bring some food items with you and just enjoy.
And our lodging was a grand total of what, maybe $200?
Yeah, we did end up staying a couple campgrounds and one cabin one night after we were totally soaked through.
The cabin we got was 50 bucks for the night.
Yeah, it was pretty basic fishing cabin, but it's all we needed. Had a giant propane heater to dry us out. This is a nice road. I like this. You said I'd like this one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We spent many of our summers up on the Tyanesta Dam, camping, primitive camping right on the dam with our boats. We would load all of our gear into a boat and camp for a week, and then water ski to keep ourselves entertained, do a little fishing, catch a bunch of perch.
Yum. I do kind of miss those camping days with the parents. We did the same thing, only we didn't have a, you know, we didn't do water skiing, but we did the camping.
So my TW now has 7,157 miles on it, and it sounds better than ever.
Well, mine turned over 4,000 yesterday.
And it has a valve tick, so we're going to take a look at that.
Yeah, a little bit of chatter going on here, but the beast is still going. I just couldn't be more pleased than anything with this bike. I just love it. It's so maneuverable for me. I feel so comfortable on it and confident with it. For somebody who's fairly new, very new to motorcycles, this is just, you know, the perfect bike, especially to be able to do this kind of riding that I enjoy so much. I could do dirt roads for days. Oh wait, we just did.
Well, here we are in Tyanesta. This is almost home for us. Our next stop will be Titusville, and that'll be home. No trip through Tyanesta is complete without a stop at the lighthouse. So we're going to go check out the Sherman Memorial Lighthouse, built by the Sherman family on an island in the Allegheny River. Because everyone navigating the Allegheny River needs a lighthouse to guide their way. The Sherman Memorial Lighthouse, built and conceived by Jack Sherman as a tribute to his family, is located on a peninsula in the Allegheny River known as Lighthouse Island. The land previously served as a sand and gravel business run by the Sherman family and is now a beautifully landscaped park that is privately owned but open to the public. The grounds include a peace park, a freedom memorial, a chapel, a scale model of the Statue of Liberty, and, of course, the lighthouse. The lighthouse stands 50 feet tall and is one of 4 in Pennsylvania and is the tallest in the state. The other 3 are all on Lake Erie. The Sherman Lighthouse is open for tours several times a year, hosted by the Titusville Lions Club. Within the town of Tynesta is this little village that is open throughout the summer season and features local crafters and food vendors. This little section is home to the world's first oil boom and had little towns. Some of the roads still have the names of the little boom towns that sprang up. This one is called Cash Up. That was actually the name of a town. There's another one nearby called Red Hot, and the most famous one was Pit Hole. There's a great museum at Pit Hole. It's only open certain times of the year, but it has a neat little diorama of the town that was once home to 15,000 people. It had the 3rd busiest post office in the state based on volume, had over 50 hotels and over 50 banks. Other towns in the region were known as Babylon. Some were named after farms. One that's near us called Miller Farm. There was Tar Farm, Schaefer Farm, Wren Farm, Blood Farm, a town called Pioneer. They all had their own train stop. They all had their own general stores, hotels. A lot of activity back here then. This is also home of the world's first oil pipeline. People often ask if there's still oil here. There is. The reason the boom towns all disappeared is those people all moved on to where they could get more oil faster. But the wells here still pump. They just pump slow. It's still some of the best oil in the world. Pennsylvania grade crude oil. So it was almost exactly 1 year ago that we got the first TW. That's the one Tamara's riding now. I didn't take it very seriously because it's small and it feels like a mini bike to me. But she let me take it to work one day and I took the long way home. And I got home and I said, I think we need another one of these. We also found that they both fit in the bed of the truck so we could travel with them. We had thought about Honda Monkeys for that, but being a 200cc bike versus a 125, we have just a little bit more power, better for out on the road when we need to get out on the paved roads, and a little bit bigger, definitely more trail capable, bigger wheels, just better performing all the way around. Other than the Monkey has fuel injection and ABS, but I don't think we need that necessarily, and we can haul more. So it was in the spring that we got the second TW, the one that I'm riding, and we've just had a blast with them ever since. The Miller Farm Bridge passes over Oil Creek at the site of the former oil boom town of Miller Farm. This bridge was built in 1888 and is still standing strong. It is due for rehab soon, so if you want to check it out in its original configuration, set aside some time to pay it a visit. Like the other boom towns in the Oil Creek Valley, Miller Farm had its own train station and center of commerce. Not a single building remains. We pulled into home on a beautiful Friday afternoon, 6 days after setting out on the trail. We were ready to head right back out and do another 6, or 12, or 300. The only casualties were a broken GoPro mount, a smoked battery charger, and this defective intake valve, the culprit of the ticking sound on Tamara's bike. Everything else was fine. It was only that valve that needed replaced.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance before the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when. We keep on making memories when we stand where we
How you
stand.
doing?
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance before the doors get
They don't care.
closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. And go put on that old wedding dress now. Probably still fits like a glove. And tell the band to play one more slow song, 'cause you still have all my love.